Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you did just join Mel and Amanda for that wonderful show with shaker cards with those wonderful globes on the front, please make sure to check out your baskets. Now is the time to do so. But if you want something brand new, download for you, over to you today, then you're in the right place. We are bringing you so many brand new downloads now. Well, we can bring you brand new downloads now. We're in a great position to be able to do so, and I'm in love with this. It screams quintessential rice paper, shabby chic, authentic, quintessential card making, grassroots of Minecraft Studio, all combined in together. We have for you today the launch of a brand new Minecraft Studio download, which is your wonderful French Reverie. Did I say that right?
I think it's Reverie.
Reverie.
I don't know.
I'm going to say Riviera. Reverie, okay. Now this is gorgeous. Now the projects have been created here by the fabulous design team. You can see the elaborate detail, the depth and the colour gradients that you get inside here. It's unapologetically floral. It's also at the same time majestically put together to create sympathetic colour with backgrounds that complement different designs. You've got text, you've got all those backings inside there. There's tiles, there's florals, there's textures. It's everything you could ever wish for, and it's all brand new for you today. This isn't an archive show. This is brand new Minecraft Studio designs. I'm going to get into all the details of that in a few moments' time because it's only $24.99. I know, right, for brand new artwork. Crazy. But what we're going to do first is I'm quickly going to share with you how you can shop with us here at Highlight Crafts Live Shopping. Oh, thanks, Mel. I lost this. Where was it? Where did I put it?
In his office by the side of the chair. Probably there from yesterday.
I imagine so. Thank you very much. I'd lost my drink. Mel's found it for me, bless her. Right, okay, so you're already shopping ahead for that download, and I can see why, because it is gorgeous. Just before we get into the details of it, I'm very briefly and very quickly going to share with you how you can place your orders and shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. Now, all that you need to do is join us for the live stream video, and if you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram, then you can shop there too. In the comments section underneath the video is where you can all get involved, saying hello, good morning, good afternoon. And I can see them all coming through here already. And that is where you also type your shop code comment. So for example, if you want to go for your brand new download today, it is shop floral. All right, so type shop floral into the comments. Automatically what will happen is you will receive a direct message from us at Highlight Crafts within your inbox. Okay, so your phone or your tablet or your PC will ping, you have a message from Highlight Crafts. Click on that message and open it up, and inside there will be a link, okay, with your reservation. All you need to do is click on the link that we've sent you, and that'll redirect you straight on over to the Highlight Crafts website, where bespokely, personally, your basket has been built together. Okay, so everything inside your basket is what you've shopped ahead for during that particular show, and then you can add to your basket if you wish to do so when you get to the website. But the next step, super important, that's where you then want to log into your Highlight Crafts account just before you check out your order. Now, logging into your account means you're going to get discounts off every single purchase you make. If you've not got an account, create one. They're free to do. You get discounts on every single item that you purchase. You also as well get free postage when you spend £35 or over. In this case, it's a download, so it's going to be with you like that. It's free. It's literally, there's no postage. It comes to you straight away. And also as well, you're going to get points with every purchase, whether it's a download or a physical posted item to you, which means those points in time turn into pounds, which you can then take off future purchases. I know, right? It's amazing. So you've got all of that to look forward to, being a club member. We're also streaming live on the Highlight Crafts website as well, so you can join us there. You can shop with us on the website. You can also shop ahead at the same time, which is brilliant. Shopping ahead is fabulous. It means you can get ahead of the game. You can purchase the products that you want before they've gone out of stock. So yeah, it's a great way. You've been shopping for the download already this morning. But let's have a look at it, shall we? We're also streaming on YouTube. You can join and watch us there. Have fun wherever you're watching, okay? Keep your questions and comments coming through as well. Got lots of you getting involved today as well. Good morning to you, Tricia, Sharon, Judith, Jane, Jonathan as well. Good morning to you, Jonathan. Did you watch the Sublimation show? It was amazing. I loved it. Got a mug press. Doreen, Barbara, Mrs. H. Good morning, Carol, Sue and Maureen. Wonderful to have your company, as always. It is here at Highlight Crafts. Without you, there's no us. So it really is so important to us that you've joined us for the show. So I'm going to get started. This here is a brand new collection. We've got loads of other items on the show that we're going to go to later on. But to start off with, this is Shop Floral. Now it's just £24.99. We've brought it down for you for a great show price from £29.99. This is your Floral Reverie, okay? Now we start off here with the florals themselves. Now you can see, I'm going to turn it upside down for you, there you go. You've got the wreaths, you've got the frames, you've got everything that's built up in abundance from these particular designs. Now again, with Minecraft Studio you can change the colours. Minecraft Studio is a downloadable graphics program. It's free to download. You can utilize and edit all of the content we're going to share with you during this show and the rest in that particular software. If you've got JPEGs or PNG files, you can edit them in Minecraft Studio, which means you can actually edit your own photographs alongside this content. So we start off here right from the beginning with simplified wreaths of different shapes, and then we move on. We have them here built up with all of the florals in frames, in apertures, but then we have them broken down, which means that you can use florals as embellishments, independent segments, or you can use it as a full project. Now from here, it continues. You get more florals in there as well. Lots of different colour to play with. You've got doilies, you've got decal designs, you've got scalloped borders. Look at this, we then go on to tags. And this is all brand new, all different design. As well, you've got almost realistic style flowers. These would look absolutely immense printed onto a white rice paper, and then that around a lamp base or around a glass vase would just look exquisite. You've got postcards, you've got worn papers on here too. You've then got all of the flower heads. So starting off with all of your butterflies, you have these too. Then you've got the butterfly wreath. Now whilst you're just looking at that image, I'm going to share something with you which is really exciting. I did a bit of scan and cut sorcery today, all right? And that was, I printed this image twice. I printed it jet black as a silhouette on Minecraft Studio, and I printed it in colour. I scanned it in and created a card out of it. I'm just going to line it up there for you. So I now have a matte and layer, and I cut it out on the scan and cut using that scan to cut feature, which was amazing. So if you've joined Mel recently for the scan and cut shows, that means you can take any of these designs, make them pitch black, scan it in, swap it for the printed version, and then cut it out, meaning you can create card shapes from all of these florals and embellishments in here. And that was a technique that I thoroughly wanted to give a go and give a try with this brand new download. We then go into backing papers. So we've got repeat pattern of florals, seamless design, where we've taken elements from the main collection and turned them into a backing paper. So that wreath then features as a paper for inserts. Repeat pattern with your butterflies. You've then got this, which almost looks like a wallpaper stripe. Think about your miniatures, your dolls' houses, all of those creations are going to be used for these ones. And they're just all-round greeting cards now. This is where it gets exciting. We also have these in here for you, brand new digital doily stamps. Incredibly detailed. You've almost got like a fine mesh, a network inside there of interlocking hairline elements, creating this beautiful stamp. And these for you come again in any size you want, because they're Minecraft Studio, any colour you want and any scale you want as well. All of those in there. You then get what is, I'm going to be honest with you, my favourite part of the entire collection is your backing papers. Now these are some of the most beautiful backing papers we have ever shared with you as brand new content from Minecraft Studio. So much so I actually went to the liberty to print all of them out here so you could see them in A4 size, because look at these, aren't they beautiful? I'm just going to share some of these with you just at a first glance so you can see the quality of what you're working with. You're getting all of these backing papers. There's 50 on this download for you, and you can see there just how tremendous these are. Is that one a rice paper? Is this one going to be your card front? Is it going to be your insert? Is this going to be again on a canvas? Is this going to be a menu? Is this next one here going to be an aperture and you're going to put something in the center? It keeps on going with your printing onto vellums, rice papers, acetates, you name it. You've got the ability to do it all with this download. And these are coming alongside it traditionally, and usually in some cases we share with you purely backing paper design downloads. But not only are you getting the backing papers, you're getting all of the elements from this as well, taken to you to edit it in any formation, any scale, any size, any colour. Now look at this one. When you actually see the detail in here, this is made up from tiles. It's made up from individual tiles. It looks like a painting in one of those like on the tile ceiling or a tiled wall in like you see in Portugal somewhere from that was done in the late 1800s. And you've got flocked wallpaper design inside here. And again, more tiled work. I love this look and feel. Now with something like this, print this onto rice paper, then aquastone it. It's going to look like tiles. On glassware, this would look unbelievable. On coasters, it would look exquisite. And it's just £24.99, all brand new for you today. On Friday, we are launching a brand new selection of artwork. This isn't revitalised from the archive. This isn't reworked from a previous collection, which we like to do to share new inspiration on our previous ideas. This is all brand new for you. The design team have absolutely loved crafting with this. It should be £29.99 today. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? That sublimated onto a mug, going and wrapping around there, would look immense. Think about that sublimation press we had on this morning. You want new designs, you've got them here. If you want to kick off your sublimation press machine with, of course, all these different textures, this is the way to do it. I have only gone through half of those backing papers, and do you know what I haven't even mentioned? A lot of them are printed double-sided. You're getting tons of artwork in here. It's unbelievable. Look at all that. So I've just gone through those there. There's an entire other stack there. There's loads more, and you're getting them all inside this download. It's massive, but let's keep on going, shall we? Because there's even more to explore. From all of those backing papers you've got inside here, it continues because then you've got your tiles. Now these tile toppers make the most amazing background for a card. You literally group them together, create your very own tiled surface. These are a dream, like an actual dream. I can't tell you how happy I am that we've got this design work on Minecraft Studio that you can make and sell with. This is the style of pottery that I collect. These are the styles of pottery pieces I see in the charity shops, and I pay a couple of quid for them, and they're treasures and they're finds for your home. But buying it brand new is incredibly expensive. Print these onto your rice paper, put them onto your plant pots, put them onto your porcelain plates, put them onto your glassware or even table serving platters, you name it. These are going to be absolutely exquisite. I can see these for the summer settings out there, creating that wonderful feel of Santorini, or maybe you just want to bring a pop of colour to your own home. This is a great way to do it. And then we go through into the bronze section. So you've got this wonderful warmth, again, with all of those designs in a completely different colourway, again, and you're getting tons inside here. You can see 100 of them there. It goes up to 120 of those tiles. A massive amount of content is available for you today here at Highlight Crafts. I'm going to stack it all back together because this is the launch hour. This is your first time seeing it here in action on the shows. If you shopped ahead for it already this morning, congratulations, you've got yours, but please don't miss out during the show. Downloads are exceptional, and of course, again, for something like this, you can watch it back later on the day and still be able to get it. You can head to the website at any point and be able to purchase it because it's a download, which we love. But please don't forget, get it in your basket, get it checked out and get crafting with it, okay? £24.99 for that one. I think what we could do is I'm going to quickly share with you a few samples. I'll share with you a few quick substrates, and then we'll have a look at it at demo, because this is one of those that you just have to see in action because it really is exquisite. Now here for you, we've got some finished articles made with this, and look at these projects. They are just absolutely beautiful. Oh, Amanda's just bought me a project as well. When did you make this?
No, last night.
Wow, okay, so look how wonderful this box frame is. It's absolutely exquisite, even with a decoupage butterfly in the centre. That's by the fabulous Kath Westwood. Thank you so much, Kath. This is an amazing project, and you can see how it's made with love. She's even gilded it on the edges of the frame. From this, Mel made us, last night, a project using the shaker with the seed beads in, using those domes on the front with this particular download as well. Look how wonderful that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? So you've got that there as well. I mean, exquisite artwork to be explored for loads of different occasions. We also have cards, whether you're going to lay them two-dimensional, whether you're going to just add an element of glitter to them, you could do that too. Whether you're going to work alongside your lift and lock system inside here as well and utilise that. Maybe you don't want to decoupage and you're just going to print it two-dimensional. It doesn't stray away from the quality of the artwork. Maybe you want to craft on a budget and do a few quick cards, or maybe you want to spend an afternoon of doing quintessential creations with cards. You can do it effectively, easily with this new download. It is Shop Floral. It's £24.99. get it today, make it yours and have fun with it. But what I'm thinking as well, all of my rice paper designs, this is what I'm going to use it for, and with that mug press. Me and Mel are back actually after this show with the mug press. We're going to demonstrate it again for you, if there's any left, and we're going to show it you in action. Sophie, do you want to have a play on the computer? How do you feel? Should we have a look? Let's go and have a look, shall we? Now this download, as I mentioned, is completely brand new today, which we love to be able to say here at Highlight Crafts. So I'm going to show it you in action. I even have some more projects here actually made by the wonderful Dawn Lowe. Now look at those. It's incredibly vintage. The colours are muted and knocked back as well, which looks exquisite. And then look at this, even down to the card itself, and then the inside of the envelope has been created with this particular project. I mean, that is speciality within your crafting. So thank you, Dawn, for those. They look great, and we're loving everything that we see created with these. Imagine those tiles printed onto that gloss paper. We've got it on the show. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a bit. In one of these folders, you've got elements to play with. So in those backing papers again, we can go into the index, find the ones that we want to craft with easily and effectively. Pick out the paper that you want, and then you manipulate it. You can change it. So if you just want to, maybe you're just buying this for the backgrounds, because that's what I've been doing. When I first saw them, I thought, yep, it's sold to me, $24.99, absolutely for the backgrounds. But you can get the rest of it with it too. You can change the colour of all of the elements independently by changing the hue. Now look at that, take the saturation down a little bit. That is a wonderful paper. Let's bring out another one here and show you what this will look like. I've got some projects that I'm going to build for you, but just to show you a little quick play with all of this. Look at that. So, saturation down, that. I love taking the saturation down when you change the colour, because it really does change the look and feel of the entire project. So let's build one together, shall we? I'm going to make an anniversary card straight off the top of the show with a demo, because I think it's really important to share with you what this can do and how effective it can look. We're going to go back into our collection, and if we go into our tiles, I'm going to select a tile to use. Now there's all sorts inside here. They're all exquisite. Each and every one of them is beautiful. But I think, let's have a look. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. So I'm going to enlarge it. So it's going to fit on my blank space like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it. And then with the one I've copy and pasted, I'm going to use my arrow keys on my laptop, because of course it's designed for a PC. I'm going to move it across to create a channel down the center, just like that. I'm going to paste again, and that one I'm then going to use my arrows again. Now the reason why I'm using my arrows rather than my mouse is then I don't have to try and line it up afterwards. I know it's going to stay exactly in line. So I'm not having to faff about with the mouse, which I love. No faffing. So I'm going to then bring this one over like that. Okay, all the way over to this side. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is go line it up and go down. Now that we've got our tiled background like that, look at how we've duplicated it. Now you could alternatively use the tile function, but it won't add a space in between. If I was to use the tile function, so I was to paste it and use the tile, what it will do is join them all together, which does look wonderful. I mean, look at that as a backing paper, but it won't add a separation space in between them. So I wanted that grouted area in there. Also as well, to let you know, we do have a giveaway today. Well, a spin the wheel, and it's gooseberry. That's the only word you need to type in is gooseberry. Now I've got my tile background created there. I'm just going to read a few questions as well if you want to come and join me. Lovely Charlene has joined us this morning. Good morning to you, Charlene. Says, ashamed to say I was given a CM machine a few years ago and still haven't cut anything on it. Only embossed. Shall start watching the video education and start using it this winter. That's a great plan, absolutely. Winter as well is a time where we spend lots more time indoors. Of an evening it's darker. I know for a fact in summer I'm out in the garden every day. Whenever I've got free time I'll be out in the garden, but in the winter I'm not. I'm inside and I'm crafting, okay? Or I'll be outside crafting. A great plan, Charlene. And get that CM machine out. Have fun with it. I'm going to have a little flick through as well. Got some questions. Jane saying, thinking teabag folding with the tiles. Teabag folding would be a great idea. Definitely give that a go, Jane. That would look wonderful. Julie as well says, and good morning to you, Julie, says, which paper would you recommend to print an image to get a matte finish / watercolour look rather than sheen? Thanks. Okay, great question. What I would suggest doing, if you want the crispest and I'm going to say the sharpest resolution of print, whilst also giving a matte appearance, I would suggest going onto your premium pure print 250 GSM. That's the card of choice I would suggest for that. It's not a glossy sheen. If you were to laser print it, if you've got a laser printer at home, they naturally almost give you a slight eggshell, like satin finish, because of the way it's printed. But the ink will soak into the surface of this, giving you that wonderful matte finish, but with a wonderful print reveal. So I would just definitely suggest using 250 GSM for that one. You could alternatively use the pure print, but as suggested, the premium does give you a stronger finish in the print. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to go back to here. Let's have a see if we've got any more questions coming through as well. Oh, as well, Pam also says, David, please could you show me how to add an offset border in MCS? So an offset border, when you're talking about offset borders, with Minecraft Studio, it depends on what you mean, I'm afraid, Pat. So, Pam, sorry. Do you mean a drop shadow? So you can add a drop shadow. That's one thing that you can do. An offset border is something that I'm not quite familiar with in terms of, are you wanting it to be a matte layer? So in the comments, drop us another question or a comment that says you want it either to be a drop shadow, or if you want me to show you how to do like a matte layer for it, because an offset border would essentially be like a perimeter matte layer around it. But let me know, just if you're right to clarify that, and then I'll be able to show it you, okay? Because that's what I'm here for, and I'm here to do that. So anything at all, please get that into the comments and I'll read it out and have a go. All right. So what I'm going to do now I've got those is I'm going to group it all together. Now, of course, at that point you can recolor it, so you can add your colors on here as well, change the colors of it, and you could pick anything. Now we could have green tiles, turquoise tiles, a lot. I'm going to keep it blue though, and the reason for that is we're going to use our flowers. So let's go back into our Floral Reverie, and we're going to go into our scene building, which is all our flowers. And inside here we have an abundance of florals. I'm actually going to use this frame. Now I did think about actually just enlarging the frame and putting it quite literally over the entire image, but because it enlarges the way it does, it's going to cover too much of the design. So what I decided to do was take the frame and really minimize it like this and crop it in from the right hand side over to the left, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it on top of the frame. And then what I'm going to do with this is tile it. So I'm then going to go now, and with that, I'm going to copy and paste it and bring that one here, but I'm also going to rotate it round. So I want it facing the correct way. So 180 degrees rotation there, just like that. I'm then going to paste this one again, but also rotate it round 90 degrees. So now it's sat towards the top. And then I'm going to paste another one like this. Okay, and I'm going to rotate that one round, and this is just beautiful artwork. I mean, it's some of the most stunning artwork, and we are creating absolutely invaluable pieces of artwork that you can use for everything and forever as well. Sublimation, rice paper, decoupage, card making, papercraft, a lot. Now what I'm also going to do is use our circular function like this and pop that in the center of our card. This is our digital punch. I'm going to select to keep the outer. So now I've punched out the center of this. Now because I've done that, I want to fill around here with an aperture that's circular. So we're going to grab a wonderful wreath border. There's a few different ones on here, but I'm going to choose to use this one. I'm going to scale it down slightly and now cover that white edge with this wreath. Now look at that. Isn't this just looking absolutely stunning? We've also got some additional images in here. So I'm going to grab out the arrow, and then I'm also just going to let's grab one of our flowers like this, and I'm going to take an element from here. So I'm going to use my basic shape punches, and I'm going to use a heart to make this image a bit bigger. And I'm going to grab the heart, scale it down, okay, and I'm going to punch out, there we are, the inner like this. So I've got the heart and I've got the arrow. So then all we need to do is I'm going to rotate that wreath so the colours are in slightly different places. That feels a bit better. Add some text to the centre here, and I'm going to type happy anniversary. Hope I've spelled that right. For some reason, whenever I do a show, I instantly think I can't spell. Every single time. And then I'm going to actually get the text, and I'm going to change the font. Let's have a little look. I'm going to grab, let's see which font we could use instead. I'm just going to pick a different one. There's loads on here that you can play with. Let's use that one. So now I've got a space in between them, like that. but the font is black and none of the other images are black, so it doesn't really tie in. So I'm just going to use the brushes and use this item called your picker. And I'm going to select that dark blue there, and now it's made the text dark blue. Okay, so we've now matched the text to the image. I'm going to bring this arrow in now, like that. There we go. And I'm going to bring our little heart that we created and pop that on the top. Now to finish this project off, I'm going to group over the entire design like this. So let's group it all together. And then to trim off all of these edges around here, I'm just going to bring in a final digital punch to neaten it all up for us, because we can't crop a grouped image unless you were to save it as a file and bring it back onto the mat or onto the software. But this is the way you can cheat it, is we're going to then bring our digital punch in, and then we're going to keep the inner, and we've now cropped off all of that, giving us our card straight away. That's how you can make a card from start to finish on Minecraft Studio with everything that you need. Now, I've printed that out and look at it. Isn't that wonderful? Now, if we get time, I'm going to cut this out, matte and layer it up, but look how quick and easy this is. It's fabulous. Now, Pam, thank you so much for getting back in touch. I believe you've dropped a comment in there as well. Oh, Pam says, I mean, on the happy birthday card you made with the scan and cut, you showed at the beginning of the show. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, okay. So, great question. What I did, this is it. I'll talk you through it. Okay, I don't have the scan and cut with me, but Mel's done quite a few techniques on this, so I thought I'd give it a go. What I did was, I printed them off so you can see exactly what I got, is I got on the download, which was the wreath, and I added happy birthday into the center. I then ran this through the printer, okay, exactly as is. So if I get the screen up for you, so I can show you it all in real time, what I did was I went to our elements, let me just find that wreath again for you so you can see it, was I got the wreath up like this, okay, just like that, on my page on Minecraft Studio, exactly like that. I did also add the text inside that said happy birthday. So I went straight in here with text, typed in happy birthday. Okay, so that's now sat in the middle. We've got our text there. What I then did was grouped that together, okay, like this. So my image from the download is now on my mat. I then went to print, printed this straight out, okay, instantly. So printed that, and then without moving it, don't move it at all, is I then went to effects and took the brightness right down and made it pitch black. I then also printed that out. That then left me with these. So I got the printed version in colour and the printed version in pitch black. Then what I did is I took this design, the black one, popped it onto the scan and cut mat and used scan to direct cut, okay? So I popped it on the mat and loaded it in. As the machine then scanned it, it captured the outer line of the entire image because it's a silhouette. So it saw that as a solid line. I even thought it may get confused in some areas, but it didn't. It managed to capture the whole thing. When I selected OK, it then gives you the option to add an offset line. It's like a little curl like this, okay? That's how I can describe it, and it's an offset line. I added a 3mm offset line, which gave me my first cut. I then added a 5mm offset line for my mat, which then, through on cutting this out, gave me this. So this one had a 3mm border on the outside of the print, so we didn't cut right up to the image. And then this one here gave us an additional 2mm around the entire perimeter of that again. And then what you could do, if you want to go advanced, is you could have then, with the shape, weld it together, fold it in half, and then you've got a card shape out of it. I just did the topper because I wanted to have a go at it, because I was probably going to mount this onto a square piece of card anyway. But then you have got your card created quickly and easily. Now what you could do is put it closer to one side so it's like a drop shadow. But I liked it as the full mat like this. Now Pam, I hope that answers your question. That's how you do it. Mel has covered it a few times during an actual demo here on the show, and I'm sure she'll do it again for you on one of the scan and cut hours as she does on a Tuesday. So please stay tuned for those. But I hope that explains it for you. That's how I did it, and I was so excited when it came out because it just looked wonderful. And I was thinking, oh, I've done it. It was as easy as that. Took minutes. Right, okay. So should we have a quick run through of our counter of some of our other items that we've got for you? I'm going to give you a quick recap as well on that download that has launched today in this hour for you. The samples are just beautiful. We have got for you launching this hour the Floral Reverie, okay? This is built up from tons of backing papers, and you've got about 50 in here. Florals, tiles, all of that you would expect from Microsoft Studio, and digital stamps. Starting off with your floral here, it's $24.99, shop floral to get hold of it. All of these designs are going to come to you in one download together. With a download, there's no postage, it comes to you straight away. It's quick, it's instant, and you craft with it as and when you wish. So from there, we've then also got more florals. Of course, they're in these beautiful blue tones, but change the colours to suit your project as and when you wish, but they go with those tiles perfectly. You've then got broken down elements as well of different tones. You've got these wonderful tags. You've got postcards too. All of this to explore inside this download. It is unbelievable. Now look at these. Now this is where we start to delve into the rainbow of colour. You've got butterflies, you've got wreaths, you've got roses inside here as well. All of these massive flower heads that were just screaming out to be cut out and decoupaged. Even the fine florals here just fluttering around. Add some butterflies around there and you'll create a wonderful design. You've also got your repeat pattern backing papers. So seamless design print on here as well with a continuous stripe, which means again you can make your wrapping papers, the tags, the present, the card, everything all part and parcel together you can design. Shop floral for this, remember, $24.99, get it in your baskets, that's the code you need. Also digital stamps. Now, if you're a collector of Minecraft Studio artwork, this is one that's going to really make a difference to your collection, because then imagine this, you've got this wonderful stamped image, then intertwine all of your flowers wrapping around it, build it up to make an actual wreath out of this if you wanted to. You've then got these, and I'm going to show you how you can then make a full frame out of one element. And I'll also show you how you can change the colour of these stamps too, which makes such a difference to your overall project. But we'll then go to the pièce de résistance, the backing papers. Now, these are just, I'm in love with them. They look amazing. They are unapologetically shabby chic. They feel like they've got that wonderful French chateau feeling. They've got contemporary elements as well, with almost like prints inside here, as well as the old-fashioned tiles over there on the walls. Now, this really does take you through a complete journey. I mean, that is a placemat. Doesn't that look wonderful? But you could create it just as a card. If you wanted to use that on its own, you can see how the designs there have been taken into projects like this. Starting with the backing paper, using the decoupage on top, you've got all of that inside here as well. So Sam was turning into a little, and she was getting frosty then, weren't you? Getting frosty. It was, sometimes the aircon blows really cold in here, doesn't it? So then we've got all of those designs there printed out. Look at that. That there reminds me of a wallpaper that when I used to work in a wallpaper shop, it was one of our most popular designs, and everyone came in for it and they made it in every colour they could, and it was just so hard to get hold of. It sold out constantly. Reminds me of that pattern. We've then got these tiles here for you in these wonderful deep rich blues, printing these onto your tissues and of course your rice papers, your napkins. This is where you want to go. They would look amazing on sublimation as well. I think I'm going to have to do this going around a mug, because it's just going to remind me of those pieces of pottery that you see abroad, and I am absolutely in awe of all of it. So those are in there for you. It continues to even more design as well, which just, look at it. I just look at it and think, I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. And when you look at an image and you can see the finished article and you can see the creation, that's where you know you've got something good. Imagine, maybe you've got kitchen tiles, maybe you've got bathroom tiles, maybe you've got tiles out in the garden, porcelain square tiles, 6x6, or 4x4 or 3x3. They're like 50p on their own a tile. You could buy a couple of tiles. Maybe you're going to actually then add your rice papers to the top of them, aquastone them so you've got a glazed tile, and then you've got some coasters for the garden. You could put some hangers on them and hang them up as well on the fence, and they'd look wonderful. They had that wonderful Grecian vibe to the garden. I think they just look amazing. So give it a go. We've also got them in amber as well. So we've got the amber tiles for you as well. They're almost like got gold plaques. We've got loads of these inside here. In fact, when I say loads, we have precise 120 of them. 120 designs to take you through. I'm just going to share with you again a brief insight to those papers. Let's show you the ones we didn't show earlier. So I showed you this massive stack of them that comes in the download. But let me just quickly show you these ones, okay? In here, this is where you go, right, sublimation, rice paper, all those different surfaces. Remember to shop ahead. We've got all the surfaces on the show for you, so papers of any weight, we have them here. But just take a look through these, and the quality is exceptional. The resolution is crisp. They're vivid, they're bright, they're bold, but there's also areas where you can rest your eye. You've got this open space on the side which allows you to fill it with sentiments, with designs and additional images to get you on your way. You can see where the plaster's cracked and started to crumble in the background here, giving you a completely different look and feel. But again, it gives you that impression. Now that, look at that for an image. That as a piece of artwork on its own. Maybe you're going to print this large scale. Maybe you're going to make your designs and send them off and ask for a company to print them bigger. Maybe you're going to have this printed A2 and it's going to be on an easel outside a wedding with the guest list on. That's the sort of stuff you can do with this artwork because you have the ability to make, to sell, to do all of that with. And this is the style of artwork that everybody just falls for. You head over heels for this one. We are loving it. So this is Shop Floral. $24.99 is the price you're paying today. That's your show price though. It should be $29.99. So you've got yourself a deal there today. And these projects, they're just stunning. Right, let's have a look at some of our printables. I'm going to whiz through these and then we're going to go back to the PC so you can see it all in action again. And as well, got lots of you keeping me company in the comments, which I'm really grateful for. Julie Hallen says, good morning everyone from Richard and Julie. Good morning Richard and Julie, I hope you're well. It's lovely to hear from you. Let us know what you're up to. What have you been crafting with? You guys do everything, so I'd love to hear from you what you've been up to recently. I hope you're both well. Oh, Pam says, it looks beautiful. I can't wait to work with it. Oh, Charlene says, David, do I need the MCS program to open on my computer before plugging in a USB for that collection show up on screen as you have? I've only ever printed off and never manipulated with the Microsoft Studio program before. I'm not very good at technology. Charlene, we've got back to you in the comments there, which is wonderful. So thank you so much, team on comments, for that one. But Charlene, it's so easy to do. It really, really is. You don't need Microsoft Studio specifically to work with the content. You can click print and go if you want to, but you can download Microsoft Studio and utilize it in there. But I can see we've managed to get back to you, and please do, as we've said, email us at help@highlightcrafts for any support that you may need or require regarding your downloads or anything at all in general regarding the products purchased here from Highlight Crafts. But yeah, please keep us company. So let's have a little look. We've got loads of you joining as well. There's tons of you watching this morning. It's great to have you. Also, let me know what you're doing this weekend, please. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what your plans are, whether you're weekend crafting, whether you're going away, maybe soaking up some sunshine. I'm not sure whether the weather's supposed to be good or bad this weekend, actually. But if you've got plans, I'd love to hear from what you're doing. And if you're crafting, I think I'm going to be setting some of those molds. So we're starting off here with your Shop Premium 50 for this one. It's your Premium Pure Print 250 GSM. It's £14.99. Inside here, you're going to get 50 A4 sheets. Now, this is the premium surface to print onto. We don't suggest using this one though, however, for your scan and cut, as it does love to stick to the mat. Now, from there, we do also have the 140 weight of this one. $14.99 is the one you're going to be crafting with to create decoupage, for curling, for quilling, creating wonderfully printed designs. But this is within our range, the tip-top paper to create the finest, most finessed print possible within our current range, and it is exceptional. When you work with this paper alongside something else you've tried before, you think, oh my word, this is, and you know what, that's where you go, right, okay, now I understand the difference with paper. And coming into the world of papercraft for myself, I've used so many different cards and papers. I have stacks of cards that I've had for almost 20 years that I got when I was in college, through school, all of that, and they all have their purpose, but printer paper is different, okay? Now we do also have the Pure Print for you as well. Now the Pure Print, this is in the 250 GSM again, so heavy duty weight. This is what I use to print usually all my mats and layers onto, and also my initial die cuts without decoupage. So it gives you a wonderful printed surface, but it's strong and durable. It scores and perforates exquisitely as well. And this is the one that we would suggest to use for your scan and cut rather than the premium, as it will work very nicely on that mat for you. We do, however, also have the Pure Print, the Pure Print, in the 140 GSM for $12.99. Great price for that one there. Inside this pack, you're actually going to receive 100 sheets. Sorry, my eyes went a bit funny then. Don't know what happened there. I filled that little few seconds with a tune. Sorry, everybody. 100 sheets. You know what? I must have looked at this pack of card 1,000 times. And I know how many's in there, so I don't know why I needed to look at it. 100 sheets inside there, everybody, 140 GSM, great price on that one. The holographic paper. Now, here's a treat for you. We had this on one of, well, we have this on a few of our shows, but we had it on the other day, and I was printing some designs onto it, and my goodness, is this beautiful. Now look what happens when you print your backgrounds onto holographic sheet. Now this is a sticker, okay? So Shop Hollow for $14.99 is going to get you 12 sheets, but you peel it off, and we decorated some glassware with this, and the wonderful Wendy Corbett as well got into the comments and posted on Facebook her creation after seeing the show, and she put some of hers onto glassware too. But look at that, it's sticky. So you create your own stickers and decals. You could even do your numbers for the bin. You know, black bin, I know it's mundane, but I craft for everything. Honestly, absolutely everything. And you could have on the bin your house number in holographic letters. Everyone will know which bin's yours then. No one's getting confused. Someone once took ours and we got ended up with one with a dodgy wheel. Not having that anymore. So make sure, of course, to get your holographic printer sticker paper. It's wonderful stuff. $14.99. Rice paper, as you know, live and breathe rice paper. It is unbelievable stuff. 20 sheets inside here for you. It's only $12.99 as well. $12.99 for 20 A4 sheets. My goodness. I remember when we used to share with you back in the day, I think it was 8 printed papers, I think for well over £15. You're getting 20 for $12.99, which means you print your own. You pick, you are the designer, you become your own designer, which makes the experience, well, far more special if you ask me. And as well, rice paper has this special thing about it where it instantly just gives you so many options for craft. Whether you're going to go onto fabric, grey board, whether you're going to adhere it onto glassware, ceramics, a t-shirt, a tote bag, or whether it's going to be something you take with you on your travels or something that you enjoy every day in your home. Maybe even you're going to decoupage it onto a mug along with your sublimation stuff. 20 of those in there for $12.99. We do have for you your print your own sticker sheets. This is your PET sticker sheets. This for you is a clear film, okay? So completely different from any other stickers we do. It's glossy on the surface, it's shop clear, and this gives you a high resolution print. Make sure you're printing onto your glossy or photo settings on your inkjet printers, but you peel it off, die cut it or scan and cut it. You're gonna get 6 sheets for $12.99. It's really good stuff. Like, this is proved. It's when you have one sheet and think about all the different names and all the different labels you can do on one, and you maybe sold 1 or 2 of those projects, the whole pack's paid for itself and you've only used half a sheet. Honestly, it's great stuff. Another thing from here that I absolutely love, and this is relatively new to us here, I only shared with you this once on a show. This is your high gloss paper. Look at this. Now this has come from an inkjet printer, the same printer that you see us using every day for our results here. Now this is shop gloss, it's $16.99 and you get 20 sheets. Look at that, it looks like it's got a film of glass over the top. It is glazed to perfection. It looks like it's been spray coated with a lacquer, but this for you is glossy card, okay? So for card making, paper crafting, photographs, if you wanted to buy photo paper for your printers, my goodness, for 20 sheets, $16.99, you'd be like, absolutely. And you can do it with this. You get like 4 photographs on there, easily, for all your scrapbooks and your photo albums. But $16.99 is the price that you're going to pay for this. Unbelievable quality, exceptional results with this. And on all of those vintage papers, how nice is that going to look? Definitely give that one a go. Shop gloss for that one. We do also have the sticker sheets. These are in the matte and the gloss for you as well. They're both a white finish as well on here. So you've got your matte and your white glossy. This difference between these and your PET is that these ones have a solid background to them, whereas this one's clear and transparent for your PET. But for the bundle of both together, $11.99. Right, everybody, should we have a look back on the computer? Because it's almost 1:45. I know, right? I can really talk. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the computer. I'm going to take you all with me, though. And again, that download for you. You've been loving this, and I've been loving that you've been loving it. It is just $24.99. It's Shop Floral for your Floral Reverie collection today. You'll see the details on your screen. So whilst ever I'm having a natter about it, you can shop for it, okay? But let's make something else together, shall we? So I'm going to go back on the computer. And you can see there, I've done our previous project. Now what you can do with Minecraft Studio, for those of you who maybe haven't used it all that much, you can either save what you've done onto your computer or a USB stick, or then what you can do is quite simply delete it off like this. Or if you want to keep that project and it's not finished yet and you want to carry on with it a little bit later on, just click new and it'll bring up a new page for you. Take the grid and the margin off so you can see it. And the previous one is just there. It's there waiting for you. It's not going anywhere. Then you've got this one here. Just make sure to save it though before you shut it down. Right, so what we're going to do is build up another project. Now these butterflies, there's loads of different colours, but the reason why I chose to work with this one is that the tops of this were very rounded and drooped down towards the edges, and I thought, I wonder if we could make a full circle out of it. So what I'm going to do is scale it down, and we're going to make our topper from the butterfly. So this is using one singular element from the entire download. So I'm going to copy and paste it, bring it down here, and I'm going to flip it vertically. Now I love to do this with flowers, but I've never done it with a butterfly before, so I'm excited to see the results, and I'm excited for you to see it as well. I'm going to copy and paste that. So what I've done is, for anybody that doesn't know, what I've done there is I've selected over both images. So I use my mouse to drag over both butterflies, and when you do this, what it will do, look, is it will select both of those. So I've gone into my layers and it's selected both of those butterflies. And at the top of the page here, there's a button called Group. So I'm going to click on Group, and it's going to group both of them together, and it's compressed it into one image. If we then right click on that image and copy it, and right click again and paste, you can then duplicate it. So I'm going to bring it here and then keep clicking on that one to rotate it round. Paste again, and look at that. We've now made ourselves a circular element from the butterflies. So if I now go over here and group it, we can now make this any size that we want to. Okay, this can be any size, and also it can still be any colour as well. So you could have purple butterflies, you could have pale blue, green, yellow, pink, orange, the rest of all the colours you can have. Then I'm going to go back into my files here, and we're going to select an embellishment to run across through the centre of this design. Let's have a look. There's one on here. This one will be perfect because it's got that ribbon. So if we put it over here like that, I'm then going to put our sentiment on the front. So go back to our text, add text, click on the image and type happy, and then let's just put a name on here, happy 50th. Okay, it could be any age at all, any reason, any occasion. But I'm going to put that one on there, and that's going to sit just on that banner for us. But I'm also, again, going to use my brushes, because you can see the text here is a slightly different colour to the image. So let's use our picker and click that, and it's now made it the same colour as our project. In fact, I'm going to make it a tiny bit darker. There we are. So it's quite prominent for us there. Then what I'm going to do with this is, I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. So I'm going to group over the whole thing. So we're going to go back to our Home tab, which brings up all these functions again and group, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a paper. Now we want a backing paper for our design. So I'm going to go back into Floral Reverie, into our backing papers, and select the one to work with. Now if you're ever at a loss and thinking, I don't know which one to use, just go to your index sheets like this. We always print them out to share with them on the show, and you've got 50 to choose from. So bring up any one of these. I mean, look at these, they're stunning. Just to share with you a few, you've got contemporary style print, you've got real regal patterns with like panels of walls, and then you've got here as well framed sections with the flowers over the top. This is like exquisite design, really, really beautiful artwork. So I'm just going to take those off. I'm not going to delete everything on my Mac because I'll also get rid of my project. So let's just take those off. There we go. And from our indexes, I'm going to use 15. I want that one there because it's got a lot of white space in the background, but it's not stark white. So let's use number 15. Let's have a little look. Grab it there. There we go. So that's going to go quite nicely with this one. What I'm also going to do though is I'm going to copy and paste it like this, put one to one side, grab my digital punch, use my basic shape, and I'm going to use a circle to create a background for this. Okay, so if we scale that down and keep the inner from that, that's going to provide us with a background for this. In fact, actually, let me do that again. For some reason, it's cropped it, so it's super, super tiny. In fact, let's just zoom right out. See if I can crop that down a little bit. There we are. I'm just going to take the borders down so the borders aren't so big on that image. Perfect, there we are. Now we can make it bigger. So just needed to play with that and toggle it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is send it to the back like that, and then bring our design to the front. And look how this is building. It's coming together so quickly and easily. There we are, just centralising it so the circle is on top of that plaque. And then, maybe bring it down a little bit. I'm going to group those two there together. So grouping the circles together as one. But then if I bring in this matte layer, so bringing that backing paper, the whole thing kind of just blends now. We can't really see the edge between the two. Now there's a few things we could do here. We could add another matte layer to it and add a drop shadow. But if I just add a drop shadow as it is, look at that, it gives us that little border that we want. So it's not too significant. It looks like it's been popped up on foam tape. So if I take that down again, see as you're looking at that circle, that blurred radius that we've got there, I can take it up and down. Let me just find where it's gone again. Oh dear, where we go? Oh, there we are. So take it down, it'll disappear, bring it back up. You can also move it around. So you could use the direction, so it looks like it's coming from the distance as well. So we've got there our fabulous blurred radius. I'm then going to crop this down into a square. So I'm going to use my punch again. These punches are like your dies basically. These are like all the pre-installed images on your scan and cut, all those basic shapes. Let's use a square. Keep the inner for it, like this. Pop that on the front of our card. Sorry, do excuse me everybody at home. And then what I'm going to do is group that there together. So the backing paper and the circle are grouped. And then now that that's together, we're going to do one last thing. As well, you've got literally about 2 minutes to enter the prize draw for today. Then that is Gobstopper. Sorry, not Gobstopper. Gooseberry. Gobstopper. Where have I got that from? Honestly. Oh my word. It's gooseberry. Gobstopper is one of those big sweets, isn't it? Oh gosh, I've not had one of those for years. So you type in gooseberry into the comments. I feel like a gooseberry now. There we go. And I'm going to crop it from the base upwards. Okay. Just like that. And let's group over all of that together. So all of our content is in. And then if we zoom in, you can see it in all its detail. That there is a wonderful 50th birthday card that you can create. And again, I've printed it out. Here's one I made earlier. And I've printed it out for you so you can see that image. And it's just such a joy to create. These don't have to be cards. These could be sublimation. These could be rice paper projects. So I really wanted to build 2 projects for you today, but then also share with you that you can interlock it with different techniques, such as your brother scan and cut machines as well. And this is Minecraft Studio. I'm going to say it at its best and at its finest, because you've got everything that you could wish for on here. Right, okie dokie. So are we going to select one lucky winner who has won? Is it, we won points, is it? Yes.
Yes, the wheel is not here.
We're going to win points. So the winner of 200 points going to their account today is... All the names are there, all the names are there. Can see them all floating around. Alison Blake, congratulations, Alison. All you need to do is wait for the message to come through. We'll send you a message, and that then will give you the instructions on how to get your details to us so we can add those points to your account. Thank you so much for shopping with us today. I've had an absolutely wonderful hour spent with you here in our studio, taking you through some of the most beautiful papers we have been shared and blessed with here on our shows. And this is Floral Reverie. It's $24.99. This is your last chance during the live show to be able to place your order and get your purchase on its way to you through the world of the web and the internet for just $24.99. Remember, this is a download, everybody, which means not only are you going to craft with it this weekend, you're going to craft with it today, okay? This is yours. Enjoy it. Enjoy everything that you're going to create with this one. Shop Floral, $24.99. Now, I'm coming up next with the lovely Mel, and we're going to do some more of that sublimation.